Welcome to EduRev.
Hi all, my name is Sarika Tulsiani and today we are going to have a look at the time and work part 4. So in this video we are going to deal with a lot of CAT level questions and also CAT questions. So we have discussed all the concepts of time and work and pipes and cisterns in the previous videos, and here we'll be only dealing with the CAT level questions. So let's start with the first question. What does it say? The efficiency of a man is reduced by half every 2 hours. At maximum efficiency, he could have completed the job in 150 hours. Okay? If he worked at complete efficiency, he would have completed the job in 150 hours. How many hours does it take him to complete the job if his efficiency becomes maximum after every 8 hours and then reduces as mentioned? So what is happening, whatever is his efficiency, matlab whatever is his work done, it reduces by half every 2 hours. So 2 hours में half हुआ, again half हुआ, again half हुआ, again half हुआ. 8 hours तक वो half होता रहता है. उसके बाद it again reaches the maximum efficiency. So half is going to happen 4 times because every 2 hours it becomes half. ठीक है? So what we'll do is we'll take a number which is divisible, let's say by 8. Okay, so what will happen is, let's say for example, the maximum efficiency, okay, maximum efficiency is 8 units of the man. Okay, 8, that means at maximum efficiency or full potential, he can do 8 units in 2 hours, in the first 2 hours. Next 2 hours में क्या होगा? The efficiency will reduce by half. So he will be able to do 4 units. Next 2 hours में क्या होगा? Again it will become half. तो 4 का हो जाएगा 2 units. And next 2 hours में क्या होगा? Again it will become half. So 2 का हो जाएगा 1 unit. So you can take any number which is 8, which is divisible by 8. Because that will make your sum very, very easy. You can even take x, but if you take x, you're going to involve a lot of fractions and it is going to make your sum complicated. That is the reason I've chosen a number 8, because if you keep on reducing it by half, after 4 times it comes down to be 1. So what happens in 8 hours, how many units are done? We have 15 units which are done. ठीक है? After 8 hours क्या होगा? वापस से maximum efficiency हो जाएगा. Again maximum efficiency हो जाएगा. So 8 hours में हो रहा है 15 units. But having said that, they have also specified at maximum efficiency, he could have completed the job in 150 hours. So this is his maximum efficiency. So if he worked at this speed, that is 8 units in 2 hours, he would have definitely completed the job in 150 hours. So 2 hours में 8 units करेगा, तो 150 hours में he is going to do how much? So that will be 2 into 75 is 150. So it will be 8 into 75. So this will become 600 units. ठीक है? So 600 units is your total work. ठीक है? This is the amount of work we are supposed to do. Now because the efficiency reduces by half every 2 hours, he is able to do only 15 units in 8 hours. तो अगर 15 units होता है 8 hours में, तो 600 units is going to take how much time? So that will become 600 into 8 upon 15. So 15 4s are 60 and 0. So this will become 320 hours. So at the reduced efficiency, he will be able to complete the task in 320 hours. And that is your answer. Now let's have a look at the next word problem. What does it say? See, pipe A can fill a cistern in 18 minutes, B in 24, C can empty the cistern in 36 minutes. At 10 a.m., pipe A is open. At 10:10, pipe C is open. At 10:15, pipe B is open. The time at which the cistern would be full approximately is how much? So they are asking you an approximate time by which the cistern will be full. Okay? Now understand, A can fill the cistern in 24 minutes. ठीक है, B can fill the cistern in 24 minutes. A can fill the cistern in 18 minutes. And C can empty the cistern in 36 minutes. So 36 is going to be negative because it is empty. Now whatever data is given, we are going to take the LCM of that. So 36, 18 and 24. The LCM is going to be 72 units. Now we are going to talk about 1 minute. B takes 24 minutes to fill 72 units. So 1 minute it will fill 3 units. A in 1 minute is going to fill 4 units. And C is going to empty 2 units. Okay, C is going to empty 2 units. Now what is the net result, Dekho? 3 plus 4 is 7. 7 minus 2 is 5 units will get filled in 1 minute if all 3 are open. But all 3 are not open at the same time. So at 10 o'clock, what happened? At 10 o'clock, pipe A was open. So A worked individually from 10 till 10:10. 10 minutes A was working individually. Now A fills 4 units in 1 minute. So 10 minutes में कितना fill करेगा? 10 minutes में it will fill 40 units, right? So 72 में से 40 is filled. So we are left with 32 units. Now at 10:10, C is open. Now A and C both are working from 10:10 till 10:15 because 10:15 पे B was open. Now what will happen, देखो? A will fill 4 but C will empty 2. So the net result is 2 units are getting filled in 1 minute. ठीक है? तो 5 minutes में कितना fill होगा? Because this is 10:10 to 10:15. So 5 minutes में 10 units will get filled. So 32 में से 10 units fill हो गया. So we are left with 22 units. Now it's 10:15. ठीक है? Now it's 10:15. Now A, B, C, all 3 are working. Now the question is, at what approximate time will the tank be full? ठीक है? अभी देखो क्या होगा? All 3 are open. So 5 units will get filled in 1 minute. ठीक है? 5 units are getting filled in 1 minute. How many units are remaining? 22 units are remaining. So 22 units will take how much time? So that will take 22 by 5. So that is 5, or you can write this as 5 4s is 20. You have 2 extra. So these many minutes. Okay? Now the question is, at what time is the cistern completely filled? देखो, this was from 10, the A was working from 10 to 10:10. AC was working from 10:10 to 10:15. Now ABC was working from 10:15 onwards, and after 4 2 by 5 minutes the cistern was full. So the time will be 10 o'clock 19 2 by 5 minutes. ठीक है? ठीक है. It's because so 10:15 all 3 were working. Then after that they took 4 2 by 5 minutes extra. So the time is 10:19 2 by 5. So they are asking you the approximate time. So the approximate time can be written as 10:20. Okay, so 10:20 is the approximate time at which the cistern will be full. Now let's look at the next question. What does it say? And yes, this one is a CAT question. Okay, this one is a CAT question. Now it's a very interesting question. Let's try to understand. There are T taps numbered 1, 2 and so on till T, each of which can fill a cistern. Okay, so there are T filling taps. The rate of filling of the nth tap is such that it is equal to twice that of all the taps from 1 to n put together. So the speed of filling of the nth tap is double of that of 1 till n minus 1 together. If the 18th tap can fill an empty cistern in 2 minutes, find the time in which the 15th tap alone can fill an empty cistern. So if the 18th tap takes 2 minutes, 15th tap will take how many minutes? Now, first of all, to understand the question, it takes a bit of time. See, understand what are they trying to say. Let's say I have tap number 1. Let's say it fills X units in 1 minute. Tap number 2 will fill double of that. So it will fill 2x units. Now tap 3 will fill double of 1 and 2 together. Now tap 4 will fill double of 1, 2 and 3 together. Tap 5 will fill double of 1, 2, 3, 4 together. But understand, we have to go up to the 18th tab because we know the timing of the 18th tab. And they're asking us about the 15th tab. So starting from the first tab is not going to make sense because it's going to make our sum extremely complicated and lengthy. So what we'll do is, let's say tab number 1 to 14 together fill 1 unit in 1 minute. Okay? So we have added all the units of 1 and 14 and let's say they fill only 1 unit in 1 minute. So if I ask you 15th tab will fill how many units? They're talking about the rate of filling. So basically they're talking about the number of units getting filled. Okay? So 15 tab will fill double of 1 to 14. So they will fill 2 units in 1 minute. Now if I ask you 16th tab will fill how much? देखो इन दोनों का addition is 3 units. So 16th will fill double of 3. So 16th will fill 6 units in 1 minute. Now what is the total? It will be 6 plus 3 which is 9 units. So 17 tab will fill double of 9. That is 18 units in 1 minute. Now if I talk about the 18th tab, it will fill double of, see understand, 9 and 18 which is 27 units. So 18 will fill double of 27. So 18 will fill 54 units in 1 minute. But we know one thing about the 18th tab. It can fill the empty cistern in 2 minutes. So 54 units are filled in 1 minute. So 2 minutes में it will fill how much? 2 minutes में it will fill 108 units. And we know after 2 minutes it fills the cistern. So 108 units is your total work. Okay? This is your total work. Now coming back to the 15th tab. 15th tab fills 2 units in 1 minute. Okay? So 15th tab fills 2 units in 1 minute. What is the total work? The total work is 108 units. तो 108 units fill करने को कितना टाइम लगेगा? It will take 54 minutes. So 54 minutes is your answer. So this is how you're going to tackle this problem. See, it seems to be a very, very difficult problem. But believe me, if you understand the concept, it's a very, very simple problem. And it hardly takes any time to solve. Okay? Now, let's look at the next one. A contractor was assigned a task to be completed in 120 days. He initially hired 48 men to complete the task. But after 60 days, only 2/5 of the task was completed. How many more men should he hire after 60 days in order to complete the task on time? So the task has to be completed in 120 days. So how many extra men should be hired? So in this case, we are going to use the MDH concept. Okay, we know M1 D1 upon work 1 is equal to M2 D2 upon work 2. We are not going to take the hours because hours is not given. So initially, understand, we had 48 men. So they completed how many days? So we are just going to talk about this, not the total time. We are going to talk about they worked for how many days? They worked for 60 days. And they completed how much work? They completed 2/5 of the work. Now how many more men should be hired? Let's say X more men should be hired. So the total men will be 48 plus X. To complete they are supposed to complete the work in the remaining days. Now remaining days are how many? 60 days are over, 60 days are remaining, but because the total days are 120. So 60 days are remaining and they have to complete the remaining work. 2/5 of the work is done, 3/5 of the work remains. So 3/5 is going to be our value here. What are we going to do? We are going to equate both of them. ठीक है, M1 D1 work 1, M2 D2 work 2. My W gets cancelled. My 60 will get cancelled. 2 will get, sorry, 5 will get cancelled. Plus 2 ones are 2 24s are. Now 24 into 3 will give you 72. ठीक है, 72 is 48 plus x. So my x will be 72 minus 48, which is 24. So 24 extra men should be hired to complete the work on time, which is 120 days. So 24 men is your answer. Now, okay, this is another CAT question. This was asked in CAT 16. It's also a CAT question. Very, very interesting question. I would suggest you to pause the video, try the sum first, and then look at the solution. So what does it say? Dekho. Saurav and Sachin agreed to complete a work in 20 days. So they are supposed to complete the work in 20 days. They also agree to forfeit double the amount of wages corresponding to the amount of incompleted work. Basically, it's incompleted work if they fail. So let's say if they fail to complete half the work, they will pay double the wages. ठीक है, तो जितना भी काम इनकम्प्लीट है उसका डबल पैसा वो लोग पे करने के लिए रेडी है. If Saurav alone can complete the work in 40 days and they lost 1/3 of the pay due for total work, in how many days can Sachin alone complete the work? See, they lost 1/3 of the pay. ठीक है, they lost 1/3 of the pay. We know one thing, they lose double the money. ठीक है, whatever work is remaining उसका डबल पैसा they lose. So they have lost 1/3 of the pay. So if I ask you how much of the work was incomplete, so how much of the work was incomplete? It was half of 1/3. Half of 1/3 मतलब 1/6 of the work was incomplete. Because देखो, अगर 1/6 incomplete है तो उसका डबल पैसा वो लोग देंगे. 1/6 का डबल will become 1/3 and they have lost 1/3 of the pay. That means the work incomplete was 1/6. If 1/6 of the work was incomplete, the work completed was 5/6. ठीक है, 5/6 of the work was completed. Now they agreed to complete the work in 20 days. But can I say they in 20 days they did 5/6 of the work. Complete करना था work को, but in 20 days they did only 5/6 of the work. तो complete work करने को कितना टाइम लगेगा? So complete work in this case is one work. One work will take how much time? So that will take 120 upon 5, because 20 into 6 is 120 upon 5. So that is 24 days. So these guys were supposed to complete it in 20 days, but they took 24 days to complete the work. Now the question is, if Saurav alone can complete the work in 40 days, so Saurav alone takes 40 days, in how many days can Sachin alone do the work? Now, Sachin alone takes how many days? I don't know. But together, these guys take 24 days because this is the value we got. Now we are going to use our basic LCM method. We'll find out the LCM of 24 and 40, which is 120 units. Now, if I talk about one day, 40 days में 120 units Saurav does. So one day में he will do 3 units because 43 is 120. Together 24 days में 120 होता है. So can I say one day में these guys will do 5 units. Saurav is doing 3. Together 5 is done. So can I say Sachin will do 2 units in a day. So if Sachin does 2 units in one day, he has to do 120 units. So that will take him 60 days. So 60 days is your answer because he will take 60 days to complete the work by himself. ठीक है? So in this video, we have seen quite a few good questions as far as time and work is concerned. So after this, I would request you to try the questions which have been designed by our EduRev educators for you guys for practice. And also try to give as many mock tests as possible as far as time and work is concerned. Because once you try to give the mock test, once you try to solve the questions within the stipulated time, only then you will be able to understand whether you're really comfortable with the topic or not. So please go and give it a try. Also, if you have any queries, you can write into us at support@edurev.in, and for anything else, you can visit the website www.edurev.in. Thank you so much.